Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get to the insights that will really matter.
Yeah.
And today we're tackling something huge, navigating just masses of information, trying to turn it into actual knowledge.
It's a challenge everywhere.
Absolutely. And our focus is Thomson Reuters, the company right at that crossroads of content and tech, especially for legal and tax folks.
That's right. So our mission today is really to unpack their second quarter 2025 results.
Okay.
But we're looking
Through a specific lens, this really innovative integration of what they call agentic AI.
Agentic AI.
Yeah, across their main business areas. We want to figure out how
It's a pretty fascinating look at how maybe a more traditional player is really leaning into the future. So maybe we should start with the foundation, the financials.
Definitely. Got to
Yeah.
start there. It sets the stage for all the AI stuff.
Right.
So look, Thomson Reuters reported what they called good momentum in Q2. Pretty positive start.
Momentum. Okay.
Their total company organic revenues, they rose 7%. And that was right in line with what they expected. So stable demand.
Okay. 7% organic growth.
Mm-hmm.
Consistent. And what about profitability? Margins.
Also a good story there. They said margins were modestly ahead of expectations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Adjusted EBITDA, that key profit measure was up 5%, came in at $678 million.
Wow. That's substantial.
It is. And the margin itself, it went up 70 basis points, so 0.7%, up to 37.8%. That points to pretty strong operational efficiency.
Definitely. Tightening things up.
It really is. And the engine behind this growth, they call it the big three segments.
Ah, yes. The big three.
Legal professionals, corporates, and tax and accounting professionals. The core.
Exactly. And together, they delivered 9% organic revenue growth.
9% for the core. That's strong.
Very strong. And, it's worth remembering these big threes, they're not a small part of the business. They make up about 82% of total revenues in Q2.
Right. So as they go, the whole company goes, pretty much.
Pretty much. Then if you look at overall profitability, adjusted EPS, earnings per share, that went up 2% to $0.87.
Okay.
And free cash flow, also important, up 4% to $566 million. So, financially, it looks like a pretty healthy picture, generating good cash.
Solid numbers. And does this give them confidence looking forward?
It seems so. They're explicitly reaffirming their full year 2025 outlook.
Oh, okay.
Still looking for that 7 to 7.5% organic revenue growth, an adjusted EBITDA margin around 39%, and free cash flow about $1.9 billion.
So reaffirming guidance that usually signals confidence, predictability. They feel they're on track.
Exactly. Stability, but also, the foundation for strategic investment.
Which brings us back to the AI, this agentic AI. Right. This is where it gets really interesting, I think. But maybe we should first just clarify, what is agentic AI? Because it sounds different, maybe, than what people usually think of as AI.
Yeah, good point. Most people hear AI, maybe think ChatGPT asking it questions.
Mm-hmm.
But agentic AI,
Mm-hmm.
Thomson Reuters talks about professionals delegating work to it.
Yeah.
That sounds different. How does that work?
You've hit it. It's a different concept. Agentic AI uses more advanced reasoning models. It allows an AI assistant to actually orchestrate complex work.
Orchestrate, like
Yeah.
manage things.
Kind of. Think of it having access to tools like TR's content, their software, and it can intelligently pick and use those tools to get tasks done.
Yeah.
Multi-step assignments, like a skilled human assistant might.
So it's not just spitting out text based on a prompt. It's actually doing things, using tools, making choices.
Precisely. And crucially, it can adapt. If it gets new information, it can change course, adjust its plan to still achieve the outcome you want. The big idea is moving from just prompting AI to actually delegating to it, letting it run with the complex task.
That feels like a fundamental shift. From AI as just an assistant to maybe AI as a genuine collaborator or an agent acting on your behalf.
That's the goal, yeah. Complex multi-step assignments is the phrase they use.
So why do they think they are the ones to deliver this? What makes Thomson Reuters uniquely positioned for, as they put it, professional grade, agentic AI?
They point to four key things. First, they've already got these leading AI assistant products like CoCounsel Legal, CoCounsel for Tax.
Okay, existing products.
Second, and this is huge for them, their massive proprietary content. Westlaw, Practical Law, Checkpoint, decades of curated, expert knowledge, not just stuff scraped from the internet.
Right, that's their crown jewel, arguably, that trusted content.
It really is. Third, they already have a bunch of workflow, software, and analytics tools that the AI can plug into and use.
So the infrastructure's there.
And fourth, and this might be the most important differentiator, deep domain expertise. They have over 2,500 legal and tax editors, subject matter experts.
Wow.
And these aren't just users. They actively train and guide the AI agents. They validate the outputs. That human oversight is critical for professional grade, especially in law and tax.
Okay, so it's the combo. AI tech, plus their unique content, plus existing software, plus this huge team of human experts guiding it.
Exactly. It's that synthesis.
That makes sense. You can see the potential. But let's get specific. Where are we seeing this delegation actually happen? Let's look at the products. Maybe start with tax and accounting. Seems like a big focus.
Yeah, huge focus. And the impact here could be massive, especially, given the talent shortage everyone talks about in the accounting profession.
Right, that's a real pain point.
These tools aren't just for efficiency. They might be essential for firms just to cope with the workload, more audits, complex returns without burning out their staff.
So what did they launch?
Back in June, they launched CoCounsel for Tax, Audit, and Accounting. The idea is automating those complex, multi-step tasks like reviewing client files, drafting memos, checking compliance.
Taking away the manual grind.
Trying to, yeah. Goal is eliminate manual work, increase efficiency, and improve accuracy. Pretty standard goals, but using this agentic AI approach.
Okay. And then more recently.
Yeah, mid-July, they announced 2 more specific agentic AI tools built on that platform. Ready to review and ready to advise.
Ready to review, ready to advise. Got it.
Ready to review is in beta now, aiming for a Q4 launch. It's basically an AI-powered tax prep solution.
Okay.
It aims to automate the first draft of a tax return. It pulls data, maps it, runs it through their tax engines, even flags, and tries to fix errors.
Whoa. Automating the first draft of a return.
Yeah.
That could be a game changer for accountants' daily work.
It really could. And then there's Ready to Advise. That one's available now. It's an AI tax planning tool for CPA firms.
It's less about compliance, more about strategy.
Exactly. It looks at client data, identifies potential tax planning strategies, ranks them by relevance, impact, and gives step-by-step guidance. The idea is to help firms move up the value chain, do more advisory work.
I see the synergy. Ready to Review handles the time-sucking prep work.
Frees up the accountants.
Who can then use Ready to Advise to offer higher value, maybe higher billing, strategic advice.
That's the plan. For firms struggling with staffing, this could be a way to grow revenue without just adding more bodies. It's about leveraging tech to do more with less, essentially.
That makes a lot of sense, especially in that market context. Okay, what about the legal side? Similar transformations happening there.
Just as significant, yeah. Also, in mid-July, they launched CoCounsel Legal. This is kind of an umbrella solution.
Okay.
It pulls together their new Westlaw experience, Practical Law, CoCounsel Core, CoCounsel Drafting. Basically tries to be a unified suite for lawyers.
Covering different legal workflows.
Right. Litigation, transactional work, regulatory stuff. Trying to orchestrate complex workflows within that single environment.
And within that, you mentioned a centerpiece earlier.
Yes. Deep research. They're highlighting this one quite a bit.
Deep research. What makes it special?
They're calling it the legal industry's first professional-grade agentic AI research capability. Big claim. Built specifically to mimic how an experienced legal researcher works. It plans the research, reviews findings, adapts if it hits new info, just like a person would.
So it's reasoning through the research process.
That's the idea. They really stress
This is not just generic AI slapped onto their legal content. It's trained differently, more like an experienced lawyer thinks.
And the impact.
The big promise is speed. They say
to focus more on strategy, client counsel, the things AI can't easily replicate.
So again, maybe less about replacing professionals and more about augmenting them, elevating their role.
That seems to be the pitch, empowering them to focus on higher value activities. And it doesn't stop at research. They're also launching, I think, over 15 agentic guided workflows in Q3.
Guided
filing requirements.
Okay, like for M&A deals.
Right. The workflow helps streamline
Checking compliance, flags risks, generates checklists. It's really delegating complex, step-by-step legal analysis.
It's quite compelling from a product angle.
Yeah. Apparently not. Large enterprises, mid-market firms, even down to like sole proprietor lawyers, seems there's a broad appetite for this kind of AI-powered efficiency and accuracy.
That's surprising, but suggests the value prop resonates widely. Okay, competition. It's a hot space.
It definitely is. In tax and accounting, they sound confident, suggesting they're ahead of competitors with their integrated approach.
Okay.
Legals is maybe more crowded, new AI startups popping up, plus the traditional players are also making moves.
Right.
But TR believes their edge comes from having that single integrated solution, the content, plus the AI assistant, and especially that unique deep research agent technology.
The mimicking an expert researcher part.
Yeah. And they also brought up that point about teaching AI how to use a calculator, meaning their specific tax engines or legal databases, rather than expecting the AI to just figure out tax law or legal precedent from scratch.
Yep.
Leveraging their trusted systems for accuracy.
Got it. It's about embedding the AI within their established, trusted workflows and data.
Seems to be the strategy. And of course, their financial strength underpins all this.
Right, the numbers we started with.
Exactly. They estimate having around $10 billion in capital capacity through 2027.
$10 billion, wow.
Yeah. Positions them to be aggressive and opportunistic with acquisitions, M&A.
So buying more tech or expanding reach?
Potentially both. They're investing heavily internally, too, over $200 million just this year on GenAI R&D. And they stress that the costs for these new products are already baked into their forecasts.
So they're planning for this investment. Where are they looking for acquisitions?
Primarily to boost those big three segments. Areas like risk management, indirect tax, international business were mentioned. Plus, they're balancing M&A with returning value to shareholders through dividend growth and potential share buybacks.
Okay, balanced capital allocation. Are we seeing the AI investment translate into revenue yet?
They shared a metric on that. 22% of their annualized contract value, ACV, now comes from GenAI-enabled products.
22%. What was it before?
It was 20% last quarter, so it's ticking up.
Okay, steady growth.
Right now, it's apparently weighted more towards the legal segment, but they expect it to grow across all the big three, shows the adoption is happening.
That's a tangible result. So if we just quickly recap the specific segment performance for Q2, does it line up with this story?
Yeah, it does. Legal professionals grew 8% organically, corporates 9%. And tax and accounting, the strongest of the big three, grew 11%.
11% for tax and accounting, reinforcing that focus area.
Definitely. Reuters News also had decent growth at 5%, and global print was down 7%, but that's expected as they migrate customers off print. It's part of their plan.
So overall, a picture of solid financials fueling significant strategic bets on agentic AI, particularly in their core legal and tax markets.
I think that sums it up well. They're leveraging what they have, the content, the expertise, the workflows, and layering this advanced AI capability on top, aiming for something genuinely integrated and professional grade.
It really makes you think. As companies like Thomson Reuters push this agentic AI deeper into core professional workflows, consider this. What new expectations does this set for the speed, the accuracy, maybe even the cost and accessibility of legal and accounting services for everyone, including you? And how might these shifts really redefine what it even means to be an expert in the coming years? What skills become truly crucial when you can delegate so much of the legwork to AI?
That's a big question, isn't it? What does expertise look
Look like in an AI-augmented world, something to definitely mull over.